Right now, it's almost time for a pivotal Game 5. Everything you need to know as the Bucks look to pick up a win in the desert. And 70 years after his death, a Rock County community lays one of its heroes to rest. Plus, a brand new space in Madison for kids of all abilities, how a local group turned its vision into a reality.
This is News 3 Now at 6.
Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 6. I'm Madeline O'Neill. We're a little less than 2 hours away from tip-off of Game 5 in the NBA Finals as the Bucks look to win their first game away from Milwaukee this series. Jordan Reed joins us now with why the winner of tonight's game might win the whole thing.
Well, we're going to start with some breaking news. The Athletic is reporting that Giannis's brother Thanasis is out for Game 5 after entering the league's health and safety COVID protocols. The Bucks forward has only averaged 3 minutes per game this postseason. The report doesn't say if Thanasis tested positive or that any other Bucks are out for tonight's game. Now, as for the game, this could be the difference maker when an NBA Finals series is tied up at 2. The winner of Game 5 goes on to win it all more than 70% of the time, which can be a little daunting to think about since this series heads back to Phoenix, where the Bucks struggled in Games 1 and 2. But the Bucks came back, tied it up, and really the past is the past. And that's where the Bucks are actually at. They're taking it one game and one win at a time.
We don't worry about the outcome. We don't worry about, the score. We just worry about, going out there, making many plays, compete as hard as we possibly can, and doing it together. And sometimes, when you're down 0-1 or down 0-2 or whatever the case might be, you don't really care about that. You care about how can you get one, how can you get a second one, and then you kind of build momentum, and good things happen.
And tip-off is set for 8. That game will more than likely still be in action during our 10 o'clock newscast, but we will keep you updated on that score. And coming up in sports in just a little bit, we head across the pond to check in with the Open Championship.
Look forward to it. Thank you, Jordan. Now check this out. The Bucks haven't won a game in Phoenix yet this series, but that's when the Suns played in the Phoenix Suns Arena. Just yesterday, they changed the name of their arena to the Footprint Center. So I guess we'll see how we do there. Footprint, an Arizona-based company, develops and manufactures plant-based packaging products. We'll have much more coverage on Game 5 on our Channel 3000 News app. It's free and easy to find in the App Store. Now, speaking of the Suns, there was a lot of hazy sunshine in our area today. Here's a live look at the Capitol from our Edgewater Skycam. Should be more chances to get outside and enjoy the sun tomorrow. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi. Hi, Gary.
Hey, Mandy. A very nice day out here today. Skies have been sunny, the humidity levels are down, and the temperatures are comfortable across most of southern Wisconsin. Let's start out by taking a look at visible cloud track. There has been some haze in the sky, and that is wildfire smoke from up in Canada that's been transported to the southeast right across Wisconsin with a northwesterly wind flow aloft. But that northwesterly wind flow doesn't have much in the way of moisture, so really no rain anywhere around here. High temperatures so far today, right around 80 here in Madison, 82 in Janesville, a few places to the north and east in the upper 70s. Right now temperatures are right around those high temperatures for the day. And dew point temperatures are still pretty comfortable in the middle 50s to around 60 degrees. The humidity will start to increase as we head into next week, but probably not for tomorrow. So look for a low tonight of about 59 with clear skies, maybe a little patchy fog. High tomorrow at 84 with sunny skies. Later on, I'll take a look at our chances for rain as we head into the upcoming week.
Wonderful. Thank you, Gary. A Poinet man is dead after a crash on I-39 near Portage. DOT says the man's car hit a pickup truck and went into the median before rolling over and throwing him out. The crash caused backups yesterday afternoon in Columbia County. State authorities say alcohol did play a factor and the driver was not wearing a seatbelt. Police are looking into a report of shots fired on Middleton's north side. It happened at 11 o'clock last night. Officers found some shell casings in the 6900 block of Century Avenue this morning, but thankfully no one is hurt and no property damage has been reported. Anyone with information is asked to call Middleton Police. It's a final homecoming for a fallen serviceman that's decades overdue. After being lost for nearly 70 years, Edward Miller is finally back home in Evansville. Tahalil Mohideen talked with those who were there today about the United States second-class airmen and joins us now with more.
Edward Miller first went missing in action in 1952 after a severe storm crash-landed him and more than 50 other crew members in a remote Alaskan mountain range. Decades later, Miller is back in Rock County. This morning, the airman made his last trip to his final resting place, where he was met with the support of his family, fellow veterans, and greater community. Members of the United States Air Force Honor Guard helped lay Miller to rest after completing a flag-folding ceremony in his honor. Fellow Korean War veteran Gordon Foss says attending the funeral was the least he could do.
I feel I can keep doing this as long as I can. I'll be 89 later on this year, but it's the least that any of us can do, because those people gave years of their life for the defense of this country.
Foss says he tries to make it out to anyone's funeral considered a Korean War veteran. Efforts to find the remaining 6 or 7 lost servicemen are still underway. Those who knew Miller best say he'll be remembered for his upbeat personality, warm smile, and ability to have fun. Tonight at 10, we'll hear from the woman who helped bring Miller home and why she chose to get involved.
All right. Thank you, Tyleal. It's now been 10 days since Krista Helderson was reported missing, and there is still no confirmed sign of her. We have been asking the Dane County Sheriff's Office and medical examiner over the past few days if they made any progress on identifying the human remains police found 3 days ago, but there have been no updates. Helderson's husband, Bart, has been found. Part of his body was hidden near Cottage Grove. The couple's son, Chandler, reported them missing last week. On Thursday, he was charged for Bart's murder. Tonight, Chandler remains in the Dane County Jail, held on a $1 million cash bail. We got a better understanding of the police investigation by reading the 14-page complaint against Chandler. It details his twisting story to police, interviews, and witnesses, and an attempt by Chandler to tell police, quote, the whole story. We have an in-depth look at the case on our website right now. Head to channel3000.com. Gates at the Dane County Fair will close in just a little over an hour. Organizers made some changes to the fair today after a fight broke out last night. This weekend, anyone under the age of 18 needs to be with an adult to go to the fair. Now, you just have to be into the fair by 7:30 tonight. Some events, including a small animal market sale, will start tonight at 7 o'clock. Now, the Dane County Sheriff's Office says several people were hurt during last night's fight, including a deputy who was hit in the face. Sheriff Kelvin Barrett says his office will do everything it can to make the fair an enjoyable and safe environment for families. At its core, the Dane County Fair is an event focused on farmers and a fun way to bring a taste of the country to the city of Madison. So it's only fitting a portion of today's ticket sales will indirectly help farmers as well as locals in need. For the first time ever, the fair is partnering with Second Harvest Food Bank, giving $1 from every ticket sold this afternoon to its Adopt a Cow program.
For every $10 that comes into Second Harvest, we can actually provide 25 meals. Now that's, you can do the math on that. That is pretty efficient.
Through Adopt a Cow, Second Harvest buys milk directly from local farmers to give to the estimated 125,000 people it serves countywide. We'll tell you more about how you can get involved and help make a difference too tonight at 10. New tonight, a playground seems like the perfect place for kids to get their energy out. But as Anna Hansen shows us, one local preschool wanted to go a step further and help kids process difficult feelings while enjoying some outdoor fun.
Navigating childhood difficulties.
Some of our young children come to us with sensory issues. Some of them come on the autism spectrum. Some of them come with early adversity or trauma that they've experienced.
To ensure adult success.
Those emotions, those feelings impact them in every cell of their body.
That's the Playing Field's mission. The preschool has been serving Madison children as old as 5 since 2015, caring for kids from a variety of economic, racial, and ethnic backgrounds. 3 years ago, Executive Director Abby Cruz made it her goal to build a new playground at the preschool, one that would offer kids the chance to self-regulate and work through trauma and sensory issues.
Each station in the sensory play path is designed to provide a different kind of sensory input or output.
The dream took shape in 2019 when officials from the Attic Angel Association, a local nonprofit, announced it'd be giving them a new playground in celebration of their 130th anniversary. The Angels were able to raise $75,000 through donations.
The Angels spent over a year raising the money for us to build this playground.
When COVID hit, construction materials became more difficult to obtain. But Cruz says that the playing field wasn't going to give up that easily.
Everything had to be custom built. The equipment that we needed didn't exist. So it definitely slowed us down, but it didn't stop us.
Early childhood experts say the new space will do wonders for the emotional development of the kids who play there and hope to see more built around the state.
This is by far one of the most innovative, creative and intentional playgrounds I have seen. If we can take care of our youngest learners now, our children and our families, it is going to impact our communities.
Intentional design for meaningful play, a worthwhile investment.
When we invest early, I can't tell you, the return on the investment later is incredible.
In Madison, Anna Hansen, News 3 Now.
The playing field is still working on another one of its dreams, a 15,000 square foot job training facility on Madison's east side. The new facility would also provide some local families with stable housing. Now get the ketchup and mustard ready. It's barbecue season, and next at 6, Consumer Reports will show us how to make the best burger ever. And there's more local news ahead. Tonight at 10, we'll check out a first-of-a-kind business in Sun Prairie and how its owner is hoping to lift up the city's Black community. That's tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
Managing type 2 diabetes? You're on it. Staying active and eating right? Yep, on it there too. You may think you're doing all you can to manage type 2 diabetes and heart disease. But could your medication do more to lower your heart risk? Jardiance can reduce the risk of cardiovascular death for adults who also have known heart disease, so it could help save your life from a heart attack or stroke. And Jardiance lowers A1C.
Jardiance can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, genital yeast or urinary tract infections, and sudden kidney problems. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may be fatal. A rare but life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this bacterial infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis or have severe kidney problems. Taking Jardiance with the sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Lower A1C and lower risk of a fatal heart attack?
On it with Jardiance.
Ask your doctor about Jardiance.
Get the new furniture you really want during the Steinhafels Best Sellers event. Save 35 to 50% store-wide on all the latest styles from all the best brands. Whether it's a new living room, bedroom, dining room, or the entire house, it's all on sale. And with Steinhafels special financing, it's even more affordable to update your room. So shop now and save big, in-store or online at steinhafels.com.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there just when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs.
Right now, get $750 customer cash on a new 2021 Camry, CHR, RAV4, Venza, or Highlander. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Summer travel just keeps picking up. More than 2.2 million people were screened by the TSA at airports across the country yesterday. That's the highest number since the start of the pandemic. To help with the flow of security, the TSA is asking people to get to the airport early, make sure there are no prohibited items in your carry-on bag, and of course, don't forget to wear a mask. Now, if you're staying home this weekend, you may very well be planning a barbecue, which got us thinking, what's the best way to cook a burger? Pan-fried, broiled, or grilled? Consumer Reports is settling the dispute, cooking lots of burgers all 3 ways to see which delivers the best meal.
Consumer Reports resident chef Paul Hope knows there are many ways to eat a burger.
I love a fancy dressed-up burger with all the premium toppings, but I'm also not above a midnight run to the drive-thru.
But when it comes to cooking that burger, is there one method that's best? Determined to find out, Paul cooked up pre-made 5-ounce 80/20 ground beef burger patties. 3 ways. In a cast iron skillet, under a broiler, and on a gas grill.
We used an 80/20 mixture of ground beef because it has enough fat to keep the patties moist even when you cook them through to a safe internal temperature.
Paul also tried out 2 meat alternative burgers, the Beyond and Impossible. Turns out, whether it's meat-free or beef, broiling your burgers is the least messy method, but it leaves you with little control unless you want to keep opening the oven door to check.
In the broiler, I found it hard to get the timing exactly right, so one side would usually end up mushy.
On the other hand, with the skillet method, you can easily flip or rotate your burger without having to open a grill or oven door. It also delivered a burger with a crisp outer layer and a juicy and tender interior. And finally, since many of us are thinking of summer cookouts with family and friends, a gas grill delivers the best burgers when you're feeding a crowd.
The grill required a full 10-minute preheat, but as I often feel when I'm grilling, it was definitely worth the wait.
And once on the hot grill, the patties cooked quickly in about 3 to 4 minutes per side. A pro tip from Paul, if you're making cheeseburgers, wait until the last 30 seconds to top the patties. This is Teresa Panetta.
CR says you'll get the best from your grill if it's well maintained. They have more tips on their website for how to get your grill clean and performing at its best. And the Boys and Girls Club is setting a big fundraising goal coming up at 6, where the money they hope to raise will go and how you can help. Plus, a great weekend to get outside and enjoy the sun. Gary has more on how long it will stick around next.
The only thing better than tacos is faster tacos. That's why Johnsonville created its new ground taco sausage. That's right, taco sausage. Premium cuts of ground pork authentically seasoned with cumin and garlic. Next taco night, skip the seasoning packets. Just sizzle and serve. Because with new Johnsonville taco sausage, the only thing between your family and tasty tacos is 10 minutes.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Some days, you just don't have it. Not my uncle, though. He's taking Trulicity for his type 2 diabetes, and now he's really on his game.
Once weekly Trulicity lowers your A1C by helping your body release the insulin it's already making. Most people reached an A1C under 7%. Plus, Trulicity can lower your risk of cardiovascular events. It can also help you lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Show your world what's truly inside. Ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
A trucking accident can be devastating and complex. Gingras, Thompson & Walk's law firm wants you to be informed. From the freight and trucking companies to the owner-operators, the liability can be unclear. Too many victims settle without understanding their rights. You need a law team like GTW, who has a history of winning cases with large settlements for victims, to investigate and advocate for you. Contact GTW lawyers for a free consultation. More power, more fight, the most heart. Gingras, Thompson & Walks.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
The Boys and Girls Club of Dane County is setting an ambitious fundraising goal this weekend. The club hosted its 19th annual Move for Boys and Girls Club event this morning in Fitchburg. The bike, run, or walk had an initial goal of $1 million, but they met that back in June, so they upped their goal to $1.5 million, with the money going toward the club's new regional workforce center.
I'm incredibly proud. Can you tell how proud I am? This is an amazing event. This is an amazing organization, and the Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County is just an incredible force for good in our community. I'm feeling very proud.
The club is almost at its new goal. They've raised more than $1.4 million so far. You can help them as well by donating at the website on the bottom of your screen. Now let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary, it felt like a really nice July day today.
Yeah, if we could keep it like this, except for the fact that we could use some rain, I think this would be perfect weather. But as we take a look at 3 things you need to know in the forecast, the warm weather will continue. We'll be in the middle 80s tomorrow, and we should stay in the middle 80s all the way through next week and next weekend. Humidity levels will start to increase, especially beginning on Monday. There might be a little bit of break in the humidity on Wednesday, but for the most part, we'll classify just about every day as being humid. And that could lead to some chances for rain, but right now just a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm as a weak front kind of works its way through on Tuesday, then heads back north as a warm front on Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday before the next weather system arrives. Probably our better chances for rain will hold off until Sunday of next weekend. As we look at Doppler track right now, very quiet across much of the upper Midwest. High pressure is located just to the north of Wisconsin, so that's kind of acting as a block to keep any precipitation from being around here. Future track precipitation, this is for the next 10 days, and you can see we're still below normal, at least as far as what we would expect this time of year. Normally we should expect about an inch to an inch and a half of rain every 10 days, and the computer models are showing about half of that, so that will just help to keep the drought going. Current temperatures are in the lower 80s, so at least we're not evaporating a lot of moisture as compared to areas out to the west where temperatures are in the upper 80s, lower 90s, and even triple digits over parts of Montana where another heat wave is starting to develop. Dew point temperatures, though, are low here. That's why the rain chances are pretty much away from this part of the Midwest. The humidity starts to increase down to the south, and now a little tongue of moisture is starting to head up into parts of eastern Nebraska and South Dakota, and eventually that moisture will start working its way eastward. But right now, our upper level winds are from the northwest. That's why some of that smoke from the Canadian wildfires has been making it into Wisconsin. But with time, the jet stream will flatten out and eventually start to turn to a more southwesterly direction, and that will start to boost temperatures back up. There's a front to our south that's a cold front, and then becomes a stationary front, and then is a stationary front out to the west. Eventually, that'll turn into a warm front. And that's kind of the dividing line between the humid air to the south and the warm but drier air to the north. In fact, in our part of the Midwest right now, temperatures are very comfortable, upper 70s to the lower 80s. But as we take a look at the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, you can see we're expecting more above normal temperatures and below normal precipitation pretty much for much of the northern part of the country. And that takes us almost through the end of July. So as we look at our forecast for tomorrow, high of 84 with mostly sunny skies, continued warm, still not too humid, but the humidity starts to come back on Monday with a high of 86. Got a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm on Tuesday with a high of 86. And then Wednesday, a little break in the humidity. That starts to come back Thursday and Friday, leads to another slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm. Probably our best chance for rain will be on Sunday, but even that's not a very high chance. And then, or as we head into next week, see those temperatures still remaining on the warm side. So summer is here, but the rain chances really are not, at least for the time being.
Well, there you go. I judge how nice a day is by whether I can go to my pool or not. So it looks like a nice forecast.
You've got my permission. There you go.
You got me covered. Thanks, Gary.
Sure.
Well, this year's leader of the Open Championship is coming off a historic round. We have highlights from across the pond coming up in sports with Jordan Breed next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Unlock a summer of possibilities in a new Chevy. Expand your options and your perspective. Find your next adventure in a new Chevy.
Make no monthly payments for the rest of the summer on all Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, get 2.49% financing when you finance with GM Financial. And get $2,000 cash allowance.
Are you sweating over high energy bills? Windows drafty or broken? Champion is here with our hottest sale of the year. Get 50% off new energy efficient windows. At Champion, we design new windows specific to your home's needs. Then they are built in our very own factory, installed by a team of professionals, and guaranteed for a lifetime by our best-in-class warranty. Save 50% now. Call or go online to book your free estimate at getchampionwindows.com.
The body you are randomly assigned at birth shouldn't determine how well you are cared for or how hard we work to find answers, partners, and hope. We make medicine, not just for some, but for everyone.
It's
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Here's the thing. When you create a network as a local, you know the dead spots, so you fix them. You know the neighbors, so you're good to them. Did you drop these? You know the strongest signal comes from starting local and staying loyal, no matter how much you grow. The nationwide network built from your town up. Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. No trade-in required or hidden fees. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Coming up Sunday on News 3 Now this morning, we hear from SSM doctors on how to protect your health. And we'll be in for a beautiful start for your work week. Join us Sunday morning at 6:30.
Start talking football. Report date for Packers training camp is just 10 days away, and in these final weeks before things get going, star running back Aaron Jones is staying busy. Jones kicked off this weekend by hosting a youth football camp in Green Bay. The two-day Aaron Jones Pro Football Camp gives kids a chance to meet and learn from one of the top running backs in the league. On Friday, almost 200 kids showed up, and being back on the gridiron and getting close to training camp has Jones pretty excited for this upcoming season.
Everybody's excited, just to get back on the field, be back together and competing together. Like I said, we feel like we left something on the table last year, so everybody's anxious to get back out there on the field and get after it, and we have a great group of guys.
And it's moving day at the 149th Open Championship, and it's a back nine battle between the first and second round leader, Louis Oosthuizen, Colin Morikawa, and Jordan Spieth. After Morikawa misses for eagle, he birdies 14, and now there's a three-way tie for first. However, Oosthuizen is quick to become the sole leader after sinking a birdie putt on 16. And Spieth's hot start in the third round ends on a not-so-hot note. Bogey's his final hole and now sits in third as the Open Championship heads to the final round. And one last reminder that tonight is the pivotal Game 5 of the NBA Finals. In case you missed what I said earlier in the broadcast, when an NBA Final Series is tied up at 2, the winner of Game 5 goes on to win it all more than 70% of the time. So the Bucks are hunting a win tonight in Phoenix. Now tip-off is set for 8. So I know a lot of eyes are going to be on that game tonight.
I'm already really nervous.
I feel like everyone's balancing between nerves, excited, anxious. It's just all the emotions.
At least we don't have to worry about severe weather like the last game.
Exactly.
Looks like it'll be pretty quiet around here. In fact, the live view from the WIC Skycam looking to the south shows clear skies. A few clouds from the Platteville Queen Bee Radio Skycam, but nothing to make rain. Temperatures are in the upper 70s to the lower 80s. Dew point temperatures, middle 50s to around 60. Very comfortable out there. Look for a low night of about 59, maybe a little patchy fog. Sunny skies tomorrow, high temperature at 84. And then the humidity returns on Monday. Look for temperatures to remain in the middle 80s through next week. Some slight chances for showers and thunderstorms Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Maybe a little better chance on Sunday, slight chance on Monday, but it's possible many of us could miss out on the rain altogether over the next 10 days, too.
All right. Well, thank you, Gary, and thank you for watching. We'll see you back tonight at 10.